No question, I think all understand very well. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
So the second paper, it's a successful well delivery in record time despite total losses caused by limestone strangers of reactive shale formation using engineer drilling fluid strategy, a case study. So the author is HaseebTunio. So HaseebTunio possesses a master's degree in chemistry from University of Sindh, Jamshoro, and having 20-year experience in drilling fluids engineering. Currently, he is working as Deputy Chief Drilling Fluids Operations in OGDCL. So we will welcome Mr. HaseebTunio. So again, we have 10 minutes to present.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today my presentation topic already been described: successful well delivery in record time despite total losses caused by limestone stringer of reactive shale formation using engineered drilling fluids strategy. So the agenda is introduction, offset wells drilling analysis, field case history, field implementation, results and sustainability impact, and conclusion. The introduction of this location, this location is located in the southern parts of Pakistan. Objective is clasthemic reservoir, the sandy reservoir. But the problem here, to reach the sand reservoir, we have problematic formations like Ranikot, bit of the way, which have really problematic clay stone and the shale. So Ranikot formation, as per XRDs and CEC values, the XRDs results shows as rich of cementite in nature, more than 15% cementite in nature, and having kaolinite and elytic sublayers. That creates instability. And secondly, CEC values are very high, more than 10. So that creates a sticky nature and creates a bit balling issue. Though significantly, hole stability issue is there. So we have three challenges over there. Challenge number one, the problematic Ranikot formation was there, which need robust inhibition level. The second challenge is there is a limestone stringer in the Ranikot formation, which possesses a lot of severe and total losses. And third challenge is the well is located very barren area of the Sindh in the deserts of Karapur that have water scarcity. So the consequences: hole instability, stuck pipe events, NPT, and higher project cost. So this is offset wells drilling analysis. We are drilling here from 2.5 decades. So these are offset wells: well number 1, well number 2, well number 3. Well number 1 was drilled in 2002. We hit Ranikot and we encountered total loss in the Ranikot formation. After pumping LCMs and cement plugs, all were unsuccessful over there. So we switched to the blind drilling and we switched to the aerated drilling. And while aerated drilling, we faced hole takeoff and water influx. So in the well number 2, we drilled in 2015. We hit the Ranikot and same problem encountered. We have total loss scenarios, and then again switch back to aerated drilling. Then aerated drilling has same issue as well number 1. After multiple cement plugs and LCMs were being pumped, but all remains unsuccessful as well number 1 we have. So well number 1 and well number 2 have same problems. So well number 3 we drilled in 2024, just 1.5 years ago. We hit Rani code again, and then same problems we encountered, total losses. But in the well number 3, we just little change our strategy to cure the losses with robust and aggressive approach of LCMs. So we pumped LCMs, we designed LCMs in our labs, in different labs of the contractor. We tested the LCM on the 20 mm slots in the lab. They were performing very well. But in real scenario, no any LCM were working there. So after aggressive approach, we arranged jute bags, marble chips, and big limestone pieces. We just pumped through the hole, but no one was successful. So it looked like that it might be the fracture more than 20 mm. It could be maybe 1 feet. So these 3 graphs, we can see here, well number 1, well number 2, well number 3. All these 3 wells, we are casing and drilling Rani core more than 60 days. So this is offset well analysis again. That reveals that conventional loss circulation mitigation and aerated drilling techniques were unsuccessful in this area, that leading to frequent pipe stucks, NPT, and significant increase in project cost. So the detailed analysis of offset wells was concluded. Based on the findings, the curing loss in the Rani code formation seems to be not feasible and not practical to cure the loss. So after comprehensive analysis of the case histories, a drilling without return strategy was selected that can be fit for this purpose. So what is a drilling without return? It has some. It was planned to look in the detail that associated risk and associated risk having mitigation strategy. So the associated risks were no surface return. Definitely we are dealing with without return, so no surface. We can run out of surface fluids because when we have some tight hole, maybe we will ream up and down. So in that scenario, we can run out of the fluid. Limited lithology confirmation, definitely we don't have returns at the surface, so we will not getting any samples at the surface. Risk of cutting accumulation around the BHA, bit balling in interbedded clay, because the stickiness of Rani code, as we described earlier in the CEC values, they are very highly sticky nature. Bit balling, after bit balling, hole is instability, and peck off with cuttings. So these were the risks. So the mitigation strategy were designed that the concentrated fluids were being prepared before and pre-mixed, and the ground bore water bore were drilled for the brackish water, and the fly mix of brackish water with concentrated polymer pills were designed. Then maintained hydrostatic head through the pumping of mud cap in the annulus. High viscosity special supersweep fiber pills were designed for the hole cleaning. Then after every connection, they spot 100 barrels to avoid any cutting around the BHA. So this is planning for well number 4. We already described 3 wells, which were offset wells. So this well we drilled 6 months ago. So this is the planning phase. The planning was 4-section exploratory well. Well TD was planned 3,800 meters, and 17.5-inch section from 700 to 1,380 meters, which covers Laki, SML, and Rani code formation. And 1338 casing planned to land 1,380 meters. Planned to reduce usage of sweet water in the total loss scenario. We excavated 4 big water pits equivalent to 30,000 barrel capacity. Normally we are excavating here 2 pits equal to 10,000 or 12,000 water capacity. So we increase total water capacity. So because this well is very remote location, and then 8 brackish groundwater bores were drilled. Additional pumps arranged from pit to the mud tanks transferred. So no any problem. So to avoid any problem, so the final plan, if losses in the Rani code, we will switch to direct without drilling without return strategy. So this is field implementation. As we drilled through the Rani Court, we encountered Rani Court at 1270 meters, and after 1270 meters, after 50 meters, we encountered total loss scenario. When we encountered total loss scenario, in the string directly we pumped highly inhibited fluids, and from the backside we were pumping 1.10 SG mud cap with steady rate like sometimes 0.5 barrel per minute. We designed before it 2 barrel per minute, but sometimes we received level from the rotary table. After that it vanished. And high viscosity super C fiber pills were being pumped every 3 meters. So we do not want to let the cutting around the BHA and spot 100 barrel very thick high vis every connection. So the high vis were very strong. It was more than 300 and 400 seconds. So it cannot be passed from the funnel. So the section drilled without return up to 1380 meters, cast and cemented as per plan. So there is a field implementation of sustainability as well, because we used brackish water on fly mixing to save the sweet water. The fluid is designed with optimum parameter with brackish water. You can see in this graph that in offset wells, this is a recent offset well where we used around 1000 cubic meter of brackish water. And this well number 4, we use around 4600 cubic meter fresh water, brackish water. So the brackish water used to save fresh water for the conservation of fresh water. So this is a very important slide. This is the results. We applied this strategy, drilling without return, and quickly we finished the well and saved 63 days as compared to the offset wells. This improved the learning curve in this area. Well number, you can see in the graph, well number 1, well number 2, 3, and equal and average all the wells were being drilled here in 132 days. So this well number 4 was drilled in 69 days only. We saved 63 days by applying this strategy. Secondly, lower the fuel consumption and CO2 emission, reduce the material consumption, because all offset wells we use cement plugs, and cement plugs, you know, every single kilogram of cement is producing an emission of CO2 is 0.6 to 0.9 kg. So we save the environment from the CO2 emission by applying this strategy. So this established a replicable low carbon solution for the reactive shale formation with losses in limestone, the brackish water contribution to sustainability by utilizing instead of fresh water, and significantly reduce carbon footprint. So the lower graph is showing we reduce CO2 emission by 35% as compared to offset wells. So this is the conclusion. Rani Court formation is highly unstable with large fractures, maybe more than 20 meters, look like maybe 1 feet, and casing and severe mud losses. Conventional drilling techniques require repeated LCM pills and cement plugs, increasing time and cost. So the implemented engineered drilling without return strategy using concentrated inhibited pills and mud caps from the backside. This enabled drilling to TD section under total loss condition without remedial treatments. This enhanced the sustainability and reduced the carbon footprint as well. Thank you so much.